The Gates of Justice. A drama in 2 scenes. Characters. Padishah. Padishah's daughter. Rizvan the gardener's son. Asiya a handmaiden. Khwaja Firaz the chief eunuch. Eunuchs, handmaidens, dancers. Scene 1. The action takes place in the Padishah's harem. The Padishah's daughter sits surrounded by several of her companions while dancers perform before them. Joy and merriment shine in every face except that of Padishah's daughter, who sits lost in melancholy. After the dancers have performed for a while, Padishah's daughter signals them to withdraw. Everyone leaves except Asiya. Padishah's daughter. My dear sister, for 2 months now I have been ill. Day by day my sickness grows worse. There is not a physician left in the kingdom whom my father has not summoned to treat me. Not one has discovered the remedy for my illness. One after another, they have all given up and gone away. At last, on the advice of a physician from a foreign land, they force me every day to spend my time among my companions to stroll through gardens and watch dancers perform. But none of it eases my suffering. Neither dancing, nor music, nor wandering through flower-filled meadows, nor walking beside flowing streams can lighten my heart. The pain in my head and the ache within my breast grow stronger with each passing day. Only when I am left alone and have wept for a while I do find a little peace. Please, leave me by myself. Asiya. My lady, I have served you for many years. You know my loyalty. Why will you not trust me with your sorrow? I cannot bear to see you withdrawing into solitude only to weep. Forgive my boldness, but I shall speak plainly. Your illness is the illness of love. Why not tell the Padshah? Envoys arrive daily from every neighboring kingdom, each seeking your hand in marriage. Yet your father dismisses none of them until he has first learned your wishes. It seems your wish is law even to the king. Padishah's daughter. My dear sister, you have understood my illness perfectly. Yet I can never speak of it to my father. If he were to discover whom I love, he would have cut him into 100 pieces. That is why I remain silent and melt away day by day, like a candle slowly consumed by its own flame. A black eunuch is occasionally seen approaching quietly to listen unseen. There is only one person in this world who knows the secret of my heart. To no one else shall I ever reveal it. Go now, my sister. Leave me alone. Asiya exits. The princess walks softly toward the door on the left. Padishah's daughter. Khwaja Firaz. Khwaja Firaz, an elderly black eunuch, enters. Khwaja Firaz. Your command, my lady? Padishah's daughter. Has he come? Khwaja Firaz. Yes, my lady. He is waiting. Padishah's daughter. Send him in. Stand watch at the door. If anyone approaches, warn us at once. Khwaja Firaz. As you command. He exits. Rizvan, a handsome young man, enters. Padishah's daughter. Ah, Rizvan. She throws her arms around his neck. Rizvan. Your humble servant has been blessed with your love. Within this rough heart of mine, the tenderest feelings grow stronger with every passing day. I know the suffering you endure. Yet I suffer 2 or 3 times more. By day I can no longer work. By night sleep refuses to visit my eyes. Until dawn I speak with the moon and the stars. There can be no doubt that His Majesty will never give his daughter to the son of a gardener. And should our love become known, the end will surely be disastrous for both of us. Padishah's daughter. No fate can be worse than death. For love, I do not fear death. The moment I lose the one I love, death itself becomes a blessing. It is your fear that astonishes me. I never believed you capable of such weakness. Rizvan. My lady, no one dies twice. Everyone who enters this world one day must leave it. Only the hour differs. We shall all die. And to give my life for your love would be the greatest happiness I could ever know. I do not fear death. I fear something far worse. Padishah's daughter. What could possibly be worse than death? Rizvan. Passing through the gates of justice. That is what I fear. Padishah's daughter. What sort of gates are those? Rizvan. They are part of a newly built place of judgment. Inside a vast underground cavern stand 4 great doors, known throughout the kingdom as the gates of justice. By the Padishah's command, every condemned prisoner is brought before them and ordered to choose one door of his own free will. Behind the first wait venomous serpents. Whoever enters becomes their prey. Behind the second lurk savage wolves, hungry for human flesh. Behind the third roars a furnace of blazing fire, into which the condemned is cast alive. Only behind the fourth door waits a woman. Whoever opens that door is pardoned, but on one condition: he must marry the woman he finds there. Yet no prisoner knows which door conceals death, and which conceals the woman. Those are the gates of justice. Whichever door I pass through, I shall lose you forever. If I perish in the flames, or among serpents or wolves, I shall count myself fortunate. But it is the fourth door, the one with the woman behind it, that fills me with dread. Padishah's daughter. Do not be afraid, Rizvan. Khwaja Firas has made every arrangement. Tonight we shall escape from here. Before dawn breaks, we shall have crossed the borders of the kingdom. After that, no one will ever find us. We shall withdraw to some quiet corner of the world and spend our lives together in peace. I have already gathered enough jewels to sustain us. And if they should fail us, we shall earn our living with our own hands. Khwaja Firas rushes in, greatly alarmed. Khwaja Firas. Your Highness. The king is coming this way. He hurries out. Padishah's daughter, in haste. Go, my beloved, quickly. Be ready tonight. Rizvan exits. The king enters, outwardly composed, though barely concealing his anger. Padishah. How are you, my daughter? Has your headache passed? Padishah's daughter. Yes, father. I feel somewhat better. Padishah, with quiet irony. You shall recover completely and very soon. I have purchased a magnificent new pair of horses for you. Go and admire them. Padishah's daughter exits. Padishah, calling toward the doorway. Khwaja Firas. Khwaja Firas enters. Khwaja Firas. At your command, my sovereign. Padishah seizes him by both arms and forces him to his knees. Padishah. You wretched old traitor. You know every secret my daughter keeps. Why have you never reported them to me? Khwaja Firas. Your Majesty. When you entrusted the princess to my care, you commanded me to serve her faithfully. And true loyalty means keeping secret all that I see and hear. Padishah strikes him. Padishah. Even from me? Khwaja Firas. Unless the princess herself commands it, yes, even from your Majesty. Padishah strikes him again. Padishah. Villain. Tell me who was here just now? Khwaja Firas. I do not know, your Majesty. Padishah. Liar. Do not deceive me, you fiend. You may not know, but I do. The man who left this room has already been captured and thrown into prison. Tomorrow he shall pass through the gates of justice. And you, before the very eyes of the mistress you served so faithfully, shall be cut to pieces. He claps his hands. 2 guards enter. Take him away. Keep him under heavy guard. They lead Khwaja Firas away. Padishah's daughter returns. Padishah's daughter. Father, the horses are magnificent. Padishah. Indeed they are. A merchant returning from Mecca presented them to me as a gift. Come, my daughter. Sit beside me. Allah willing, within 2 days you will be entirely well. Tomorrow I shall arrange a spectacle unlike anything you have ever seen. I shall show you the gates of justice that I have recently built. Padishah's daughter. Oh, no. I have heard of them. I do not wish to see them. I will neither go nor watch. Padishah, smiling coldly. You will go, my daughter. Tomorrow's spectacle has been prepared especially for you. He exits. Asiya approaches Padishah's daughter. Asiya. Tomorrow they are to send a handsome young man through the gates of justice. I heard the king's order myself. For some reason, old Khwaja Firaz has also been imprisoned. Padishah's daughter, startled. Tell me everything. Asiya. Padshah ordered that a young Abyssinian slave girl, newly brought from Africa, be placed behind the third door. I do not know what crime the poor fellow has committed. They say passing through the gates of justice is the severest punishment imaginable. Padishah's daughter. You say Khwaja Firaz has been imprisoned as well? Asiya. Yes, your highness. What is the matter? You've gone as pale as death. Padishah's daughter. Nothing. Nothing at all. I merely pity the old servant. I shall go and beg my father to pardon him. Ah. Now I understand. You said the Abyssinian girl is to be placed behind one of the doors? Asiya. Yes. Behind the third door. Padishah's daughter falls into thought for a moment. Padishah's daughter. Excellent. Excellent. She hurries away. Curtain. Scene 2. A vast, gloomy chamber resembling an underground cavern. Facing the audience stand 4 massive doors. Before each door stands a guard dressed entirely in black. To one side, a throne has been placed for the king. Trumpets sound. Padshah enters in solemn procession with his courtiers and ascends the throne. Beside him sits a young woman whose face is hidden behind a veil. Padishah is. My daughter, behold the splendid spectacle I have prepared for you. Bring in the prisoners. Rizvan and Khwaja Firaz are brought in. Rizvan, you are the son of Nasir, my old and faithful gardener. Your father was an honest, humble, and loyal servant. What could have driven the son of such a man to commit so grave offense? How did you dare set foot in my harem, forgetting your station? Worse still, you found the audacity to declare your love for my daughter. Do you not understand the gulf that separates a gardener's son from a princess? For these crimes, you must pass through one of these 4 doors. Beyond them, you will either become food for beasts or flames, or you will be given a wife whom you must marry. Should fortune grant you the latter, justice requires that I pardon you and banish you from my kingdom together with your bride. Rizvan. Your Majesty, obedience to your command is my duty. Yet before I die, I beg leave to speak a few words. Padishah. Speak. Rizvan. Your Majesty, you are a king, while I am but one of your humblest subjects. But tell me this, were your ancestors born kings while mine were born gardeners? Was the body of a king fashioned from gold, and that of a gardener from clay? Is the heart of a king made of precious jewels, while a gardener's heart is mere flesh? No. We were all formed from the same earth. We all came into this world by the same birth. Every human heart is made of flesh. And when death has reduced us to bones, no one will be able to distinguish the bones of a king from those of a gardener. When you walk through your gardens, you delight in the fragrance of flowers cultivated by my own hands. Can your Majesty command those flowers not to let me enjoy their perfume as well? The human soul is one, whether it belongs to a king or to a beggar. Can you command the air not to sustain me? Can you order the sun to withhold its light from my face? What king has ever ruled over the human heart and forbidden it to love? What king has ever ordered beauty not to move the hearts of those who behold it? Where beauty is seen, love will follow. Whether the heart belongs to a king, or to a gardener. Your daughter loved me, and I loved her. Where love reigns, there is neither king nor gardener. Love alone becomes the sovereign of 2 hearts and rules them both. Your authority may reach my life, it may reach my possessions, but it can never reach my heart. You may cast my body into the flames, but the love within me will never burn. Padishah. Enough. My daughter is a princess. Never would she lower herself to love a common gardener. Had there been even the smallest spark of affection in her heart, she would not now be sitting there in silence. Enough. Choose one of the doors. Rizvan. With an undying love in my heart, I go to meet death. The veiled woman seated beside Padishah secretly raises 3 fingers toward Rizvan. Rizvan understands. He opens the 3rd door. A veiled woman steps out. Padishah. Justice commands me to pardon your crime. You shall marry this woman, and together you shall leave my kingdom forever. Rizvan. Your Majesty, permit me instead to enter one of the other doors. My heart already belongs to another. I wish to die faithful to that love. I cannot take this woman as my wife. He moves toward another door. At that instant, the veiled woman removes her veil. Padishah's daughter, to Rizvan. Stop. Padishah's final word is law. It must be obeyed. Padishah recognizes her and leaps to his feet in astonishment. Padishah. My daughter. What is this? How did you come to be here? Then who is the woman sitting beside me? Padishah's daughter. Father. Forgive me. When I learned that an Abyssinian slave girl was to be placed behind this door, I went to her during the night and begged her to exchange clothes with me. I put on her garments and gave her mine. Then I took her place, while she returned to my chambers disguised as me. They brought me here, believing I was the slave girl. The woman sitting beside you is that very Abyssinian maiden, who risked her life for my sake. Father, keep your word. I love this man. If you believe our marriage beneath the dignity of your throne, then we shall leave this kingdom forever and live in some distant land where you shall never hear of us again. Padishah. Impossible. This very moment I shall have you put to death as well. Padishah's daughter. Then I am ready to die beside Rizvan. But tell me, is that justice? Padishah. Justice is whatever I decree. Seize the boy. Throw him into the first gate. Then cast the Abyssinian girl in after him. As for my daughter, her punishment shall be decided together with Khwaja Firaz. Take them away. The guards step forward to seize Rizvan. Khwaja Firaz suddenly steps before them. Khwaja Firaz. Stop, my brothers. Everyone freezes. I, old Khwaja Firaz, have served in this court for 60 years. In all those 60 years, I have never once witnessed justice in this kingdom. The people have known nothing but suffering. Their cries, their tears, and their curses have risen to the heavens. Under this king's rule, the officers of the realm have done nothing but plunder the people like common bandits. Everything the people sow, everything they harvest, everything they earn, ends up in the pockets of his nobles and the parasites who surround him. The people starve and weep. These men feast until they can scarcely stand. From the day this king mounted the throne, he has never devoted so much as a single moment to the welfare of his kingdom or his people. Instead, he gathers his ministers around him only to invent new forms of punishment. One day he imports venomous serpents from India at the people's expense. Another day he fills his arenas with wild beasts to watch condemned men torn apart for his amusement. Brothers, that is the service his government has rendered to its people. And his latest invention is this hellish place, which he dares to call the gates of justice. My friends, enough. The tears of the people have become a flood that threatens to drown the whole kingdom. This cannot continue. You have always called me Father Firaz. Then listen now to a father's final words. Seize this tyrant king, and the bloodthirsty courtiers who stand beside him. Throw them into the very prison they built with their own hands. Let the man who dug the pit be the first to fall into it. Padishah, springing to his feet in fury. Raj! How dare you utter such words? He draws his sword. The guards and attendants suddenly turn against the king and his courtiers. They overpower them, wrench the swords from their hands, and seize them. Khwaja Firoz. I have lived 70 years in this world. In all those years, no one has ever known me to utter a lie or commit an act of wickedness. It is you who are the villain. You are the one who has turned this kingdom into a graveyard. Take them away, my brothers. The attendants drag Padshah and his ministers toward the blazing furnace and cast them into the flames. Khwaja Firoz then takes the hands of Rizvan and the Padishah's daughter and joins them together. Khwaja Firoz. Look well, my brothers. This is justice. All. Long live justice. Long live our old father, Khwaja Firoz. Curtain.